welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a tutorial slash get ready with me on the look I am wearing right now. It is super bright. I know I'm wearing a mint green shirt, but I really could not be bothered to change out to anything else. This is like a giant shirt and it's comfortable, and it's slightly cold right now, which is very odd because it is literally the 4th of March. Everything in this video, apart from my eyebrow product, my eye primer and my highlighter, like apart from those three things, everything is affordable. So my bronzer, my blush, my foundations. Okay, Dermacol is not excessively affordable here. It's $35, but you get the gist of it. So my lashes, my eyeliner, my eyeshadows, my eyeliner, pencil, everything else is affordable. So I thought you guys would really enjoy this video. I love emerald green. It doesn't go with my eyes very well because my eyes are like a yellowy green, almost hazel. But I find they make my eyes, green makes my eyes look a little bit yellow, like that color of my eyes. But I love emerald green so much. If it wasn't for the fact that I have green eyes, I would wear emerald green. Like that would be, this like type of emerald green would be my go-to color. I tried to get my year 12 formal dress in this type of color, but the shop I went to didn't have fabric in that color. But yeah, so my face was looking a bit gross. I used a setting spray for once, but I'm really happy with how this turned out. I actually used a pair of bow lashes, and I think I should have used ones that are a little bit more dramatic because these are not as dramatic. You almost can't even tell I'm wearing them. If you guys really want to see the look that I am wearing on my face right now, then let's jump straight into it. Hi guys, so I'm starting with a bare face and I'm using my Savvy by Designer Brands Smooth Finishing Primer. I was using this because my skin was feeling quite, I want to say, dry and textured, and this just sort of helps settle it down. I love this primer for when my face is feeling dry because it's a thicker consistency, so I find it sort of helps the skin remain tacky for my foundation, but I'm just letting that soak in while I do my eyes. I'm starting off with my M.A.C Soft Ochre Paint Pot like I always do. This is my all-time favourite primer, and I have to say a full coverage primer or concealer, whatever you use, is key in this look. I'm then just setting it with some powder like I always do, and I was just using my under eye brush. Started with a Kat Von D Shade Light Eye Palette, and I was using the really light grey shade as my transition shade with my Real Techniques Deluxe Crease Brush. And I went in and used the neutral brown in the palette as well, and I just darkened up my crease, and I was using this purple Avon brush. I have to say, this brush is probably one of my softest eye brushes I own. It's amazing. And as you guys know, I'm not the biggest fan of black, so I decided to incorporate the browns with this as well. I'm then using the really dark brown that's in the warm side of the palette with my Real Techniques base shadow brush, and I'm keeping this mostly on the outer corner, but I am dragging it through my crease just a little bit, but it is remaining mostly on the outer corner, as I said. For my lid, I am using the Maybelline Colour Tattoo in Edgy Emerald. This is a beautiful colour, I love it, and I'm just putting it on sort of messily. It doesn't really matter. I was just using it as a green like sticky base for my eyeshadow to stick to, because the eyeshadow that I'm going to use is in this phone case thing that I've had for ages, and I'm using the really bright emerald green shade that's in the middle right there. I'm just using it dry on a plain flat brush, and I'm putting it all over my lid. Look at the difference between my eye that I'm putting the colour on and the eye that just has the base. It is incredible. So once I've blended that and fixed it all up, I am just doing some eyeliner. This is my Designer Brands Absolute Liquid Eyeliner. This is my favourite one I have used to date. I honestly always have a backup of this. It's $9.99. One lasts me forever. It's easy to use, it's super black, it's everything I want in an eyeliner. It's amazing. Once that dried, I went in with my Handiyan glitter eyeliner. I believe this is in the colour 10. Whatever it is, I'll link it down below. But I basically just use this to paint glitter all over my eye. Now, I did not leave this to dry long enough, so it did kind of crease in my crease. I did one eye at a time and painted it on. I ended up doing 2 coats, and I also have a pressed glitter palette of all of these, and I have actually used the emerald green that was in that. It's the exact same shade as this, and I did end up pressing a tiny bit over the top just to set the glitter. I'm moving on to my face, and I'm mixing the Dermacol with my OXX matte foundation. Now, I put on way too much foundation at once. This made my face incredibly, like, makeup-y looking. You can't really tell on camera, but in real life it was pretty bad. Anyway, we can just sit here and look at the absolute amazingness of full coverage foundation and just watch the redness and crap on my face disappear. I am putting foundation over my lips. I decided to start using this technique that Nikki Tutorials mentioned because I think that it works really well for me as well. And you'll see I put way too much foundation on my forehead at once, like this. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe I actually did that all at once. I was avoiding my hairline because I was going to wash my hair after this, so yeah. It just avoids getting foundation in my hair because I always do. I'm then using the Maybelline Master Concealer on my face, so under my eyes, and to highlight the center of my face. I have to keep using this. I've used it probably, I'd say, about 10-15 times since I got it. I like it, but I'm not impressed. It wasn't full coverage like everyone else says it is, so I may not repurchase it. I used my favourite under eye combo just to set under my eyes with my pointed foundation brush. I must point out too that in this video all of my brushes were perfectly clean, which is a very rare sign for me, as nearly any other beauty YouTuber they would know. I'm then setting the rest of my face with my, what's it called? My Sugar Box powder. This is in shade 1, and I really need to like fully pack this on because Dermacol doesn't completely set on my face, which sucks. For bronzer today, I used the E.l.f. Golden Bronzer as I have been using for the past few weeks with the E.l.f. Complexion Brush. Like I have mentioned in previous videos, I avoid that creamy skin tone shade. I just use the pink-ish shade and the 2 bronzy shades to bronze up my face. I like this bronzer, it's really nice. I find it super hard to go overboard. I like it for my fairer skin. And once I'm done, I just stamp over it with my powder brush, and it just sort of tones down the shimmer because you can't completely avoid stamping your brush in that skin tone shade, so yeah. For blush, I'm using the E.l.f. blush in Mellow Mauve. I wanted something that was going to create sort of like a rosy look on my face, but it was also sort of cool toned at the same time, but not too cool, because with everything going on my eyes, I just wanted something very neutral, and I love this blush. For highlighter, I used my Becca Opal, I think, no, Pearl, I don't know, it'll be linked down below anyway. I use this because it just gives my face the most like intense, like wet highlight. It's amazing. I put it all on my cheekbones with my Aldi contour brush. I put it on my nose, my cupid's bow, and then I even put a little bit on my chin as well. This is not a contour brush really, it's a highlighter brush. I then went in with that cream shade from the Kat Von D palette and highlighted my inner corner as my matte shade. This concealer, because it wasn't full coverage, I could really see the darkness in that area, so I was trying to do everything I could to brighten my eyes, and really it didn't work much in real life. I then put some of the Becca highlighter on my brow bone because I always like to put a little bit of the colour there just to kind of melt everything together, make it all look the same. You get the gist of what I'm saying. I then put a tiny bit of the Becca highlighter on my inner corner as well as an attempt to brighten my eyes as well. The amount of editing I did to remove me trying to brighten my eyes was insane. That grey shade is what I used as my first shade on my lower lash line with my great big pencil brush. I just blended this out, creating a really soft grey smoky look on my lower lash line. I love this colour, it's amazing. I then took the really dark warm brown and made that darker, concentrating on the outer half of my lower lash line, but more importantly concentrating on the outer corner. And I'm just using my smaller pencil brush with this, keeping it tighter to my lower lash line and blending it in with the grey as I went. Adding a bit of mascara. This is the E.l.f. volume mascara in black. I really didn't put too much mascara on because I was going in with falsies, but at the same time my falsies were very long, so I felt like I had to kind of build up my natural lashes as well. I decided my lower lash line wasn't dark enough, so I went in and darkened it back up again with my really dark brown that was in the Kat Von D palette. And I used a really light green as my waterline eyeliner. You can't quite tell on camera, but in real life, if I looked straight ahead in the mirror, you could definitely see I had a light green eyeliner on. I thought it looked really nice. It was really creamy. It's not super pigmented, but it was nice because it was brightening. And I used my CoverGirl Full Lash Blue mascara on my lower lashes. I think I put a tiny bit on my top lashes as well, but I can't remember. And for lips, I used my Maybelline Color Drama lip pencil thingy-mablob. I believe it's called Nude Perfection. I love these pencils, really. I should buy the whole freaking collection of them because I think they are amazing. And then I just went over the top with a little bit of one of my designer brands, my Savvy little mini lip gloss things I got. I just used whatever the lightest shade is that I had. I just wanted to add a tiny bit of a shine to my lips, but I also didn't want it to change the colour, so it also made it a little bit lighter as well, which I liked. As I said, my face was looking a bit gross, so I just used a little bit of setting spray. This does not prolong my makeup, it just settled everything down and made my face look more like skin. So there we go guys, that is the finished look. I love this, I think it is amazing, and yeah, this would work the best on someone who has like really deep brown eyes. I think that would look insane. So I thank you for watching my video. I hope you guys have a fantastic day. As I always mention in every video, the products are listed in the description box, pretty much in the order that I use it. I hope you all really enjoy this video. Please hit the subscribe button while you are also checking out my description box. That would be very much appreciated. And I will see you in my next video. Bye guys!